Yeah, this video is sponsored by Flexispot. They have been kind enough to support my new studio build with their premium sit-stand desk called E8, as well as a cable spine and a PC holder, and of course, the color had to be in matte black everything. Before we jump into the build, I want to clarify something beforehand. Why is everyone getting themselves a sit-stand desk lately? Let's get into it right after the intro. As someone who is working a lot at a desk, let's say you're a YouTuber or an artist, an office worker or anyone else that works in front of a monitor, most likely you are not getting up enough and especially not walking around. Since my office has integrated 6 standing desks into the mix with normal ones, I really came to like the concept of standing up regularly for a while, working and then, well, sitting down again. Oh, and also my watch is telling me to get the f up every 2 hours or so. The desk came in 5 separate packages and was sent by 3 different German postal services. Weirdly enough, the biggest one, DHL, was the slowest overall. Yeah, I underestimated the size and especially the weight of this desk immensely. If you can, try setting it up with 2 people, this makes it a lot easier. But without further ado, here is the building part as a montage. So now that we've set up the E8 desk and put it into the right place in my studio, I installed roughly 95% of what I need in terms of equipment for my everyday workflow. Let's get into some of the specs of the desk itself before looking at the touch panel and its functions more closely, and then I will give you some more tips and tricks for working with a sit-stand desk and my final verdict after using it for 2 weeks. As said before, the desk itself was ordered in the color ebony, which fits very nicely with my overall color scheme in the new studio, which consists of black ebony wood, metal framing and green. So yeah, the E8's frame is in black as well. You can also order it in white, and there's a multitude of different color schemes available for the desk itself. The only thing missing, I guess, is an RGB variant for you gamers out there. The desk itself is 1.4 meters in length and 70 centimeters in width, but there's also a lot of options ranging from 1.2 up to 2 meters in length. Since my new studio isn't that big, the 1.4 fits perfectly into it. The desk can be raised from 60 centimeters up to 1.2 meters in height, which is quite a lot and should also fit bigger people's standing desk needs. What I really enjoy is the power that both motors can produce. They can carry up to 125 kilos in total, so you can put multiple monitors, your PC and much more onto it with enough room for some more stuff if you prefer to add more clutter to you, whatever. Now that you've seen the desk, let's take a look at the panel and its functions. The panel itself is very minimalistic, with only 7 buttons and a USB-C port at the side. I couldn't find out what the USB-C port was for in the first place, so I decided to use it as my personal earbud charging station. And it works. Maybe it's a way to upgrade the firmware of the panel, I'm not sure. With the push of a button in either direction, up or down, the desk glides easily and without any hiccups into the position until you release the press button, or until it collides with an object. Yeah, that's actually a thing I tested straight up in the beginning, but I have no footage of it. It was too close to my shelves. It pushed a bit and then immediately, as it realized that there was something in its way, retracted from that position. This also works with things underneath the desk, for example the PC tower off. It's a great feature and I'm sure it will save me quite some more headaches in the future, as it did in the past. If you then found two positions you like, one for each height, you can save them by pressing the M button, which I guess stands for memory, and then you press the appropriate sit or stand desk icon. And then, without a problem, you can go from every other position back to your favorite one with a simple press of a button. Another really interesting feature is the child lock mechanism, which isn't really relevant in this home, but could be much more in yours. You can lock all the buttons simply by holding down the M button for 5 seconds. Unlocking it is the same way around. Now that we've gone through almost all of its features, I want to take a closer look at the two extra things Flexispot sent my way. First, the PC tower holder, which in itself is a fantastic idea, bolting the PC to the desk itself so that you won't have any cable issues when bringing the desktop up in standing position. But with my tower, I had some problems at first, and actually had to disassemble the side doors as well as the stands underneath to even get the tower into the widest and longest open position. Let's say it like that, it is still very snug. And then connecting it with the tower inside the holder is quite a lot of work as well for a single person, since you have to snap multiple things into position and push a metal bar outwards to snap everything securely in place. I would at least suggest 2 people to handle that next time. A good thing though is that the holder is freely rotatable up to 180 degrees so that you can actually show off your PC if you'd like. I would, but guess what? My power brick died 2 days before shooting this video. At last, I have some tips for you to make quite some more use out of your newly bought sit-stand desk. First, to get a routine into your system to actually use the primary sit or stand function regularly, I adopted a great system invented by a German occupational safety officer here in, yeah, it was me. Every time you stand up from working, be it going for a walk or going to the toilet, fetching lunch or some coffee break or whatever, you push the opposite function button of what you are working in right now. So sitting mode, you go to the toilet, push standing. Come back, stand for a while, work maybe, and then, oh, cigarette break. Push the sit down mode, come back, sit for a while, and so on. It worked great for me. It's all into my working DNA now.
2 weeks later.
So after having used the Flexispot E8 for almost every day in the last 2 weeks, I can say without a doubt that I really enjoy having the flexibility of a sit-stand desk at home. This is a great desk for working, playing games, or just, well, standing, chatting with colleagues and friends. I also like the ebony color of the desk very much. It is a perfect match for my top-down shooting needs when filming products in my studio. The tower holder after 2 weeks is also very good when fiddling with it for a while and getting rid of the protection inlays. It now feels very sturdy in there, and it's also much easier to remove the case if I want to change the hardware in the future. I haven't had a single gripe with it yet, and I don't expect there to be any in the future. If you are interested in buying a Flexispot desk for yourself, feel free to ask questions in the comments and I may be able to answer them. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Leech and I'm off writing the next scripts. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. There are plenty more of this type of content and many other things available for you to watch. Have a great day, see you around, and yeah, goodbye.